For anyone who follows local governance, particularly the ongoing reforms, administrative reforms in Southeast Asia, the the inner workings of local government offices are always pretty fascinating.
Absolutely.
So today we're taking a deep dive into the practical side of things, Cambodian city and district administrations.
And our source for this is really quite something. It's uh, a very detailed administrative manual from the Ministry of Interior published just last year in 2023.
Yeah, this manual, it seems like it gives an incredible look inside, doesn't it? The precise structures, the
hmm
procedures. It offers a remarkable level of insight.
It really does.
Our mission today, then, is to sort of unpack this official guide, cut through some of the, the bureaucratic language.
Right.
We want to give you a distilled understanding, the operational heart of these administrations. We'll pull out the key insights, maybe some surprising details, and what it all means for how public services get delivered, how decisions are made locally.
Yeah, think of it like a shortcut to understanding how things actually work on the ground.
Exactly. This isn't just about dusty rules. It's about how, daily life is organized, supported, right down to the basic processes.
Precisely. And this manual, it really underscores the royal government's recognition of the absolutely crucial role these city and district administrations play
In what sense?
in driving local economic development, for one, and enhancing public service delivery. It reflects a pretty significant reform towards a unified local administration system,
Unified meaning?
meaning aiming for greater efficiency, transparency, accountability, inclusivity, and social equity, right at the ground level.
That's quite an ambition.
Yeah.
Now, the introduction to the manual, it mentions these key sub-decrees from 2019. Number 182 for cities, 184 for districts.
Ah, yes, those.
So listeners who might not know, sub-decrees are like legal instruments, the government issues. They translate broader laws into specific actions.
That's a good way to put it. They make the laws operational.
So why were these particular ones, 182 and 184, why were they so important for this whole transformation?
Well, these sub-decrees were, frankly, game changers. They really pushed forward an ambitious agenda of decentralization and deconcentration.
Okay, decentralization, deconcentration.
Very
Well, what does that mean practically for you, the citizen?
It means they took various specialized offices, the ones usually run by national ministries, and brought them directly under the city and district administration's umbrella.
So pulling power downwards.
Exactly. And this wasn't just shuffling names on doors. It meant a direct transfer of public service functions, like actual responsibilities, and crucially, the human resources and the money needed to do it, all straight to the local level.
Wow.
It fundamentally reshaped, working relationships, lines of accountability, really moved power closer to the people.
So if I'm getting this right, it's about making local government more responsive, more powerful, directly impacting daily life in communities.
That's the core idea, yes.
And this guide, this manual we're looking at, is essentially the instruction manual for that huge shift.
Exactly. It's designed to make sure these administrations can actually lead, manage, and, fulfill their roles smoothly and effectively under this new, much bigger mandate.
Okay. Before we get too deep into the weeds, maybe give us a bird's eye view. What are the main areas this pretty comprehensive manual tackles?
Sure. It's structured into 8 core areas, covers pretty much everything.
All right.
So first, there's a general overview of the whole management structure, the org chart, basically.
Okay.
Second, detailed administrative work procedures, how things actually get done day to day.
Right.
Third, it outlines all the different types of administrative documents. Fourth, legal normative documents, so laws, regulations that apply.
Got it.
Fifth is managing the city or district hall itself, the physical building. Sixth, meeting protocols, how official meetings should run.
Makes sense.
Seventh, document management, keeping track of everything. And finally, number 8, and this is really important, the operational procedures for the Citizen Service Office.
That's the one window service people might know.
That's the one, yes. The main public-facing point of contact.
That is quite a structure. Okay, let's start with those organizational charts then. Are city and district administrations set up similarly, or are there, big differences in how they're fundamentally built?
Fundamentally, they share a very similar core structure. It reflects that principle we mentioned, unified administration.
Okay.
So both will have a council, various committees, a citizen service office, a board of governors, a director of administration, and then a whole range of dependent offices and units doing specific jobs.
A shared blueprint then.
Yeah.
What about some of the common departments? What offices do you find in both city and district setups? And maybe is there one whose function might surprise people?
Okay, so typically both have around 13 standard offices.
13. Yeah.
Yeah, it's comprehensive. Things like administration and finance, a procurement unit, human resources, planning, and commune or Sencat support.
Sencat is like the sub-district level in cities.
Exactly. Then internal audit, the council secretariat, education, youth and sport, land management, urbanization, construction, cadastral, that's a big one,
I bet.
legal affairs and basic dispute resolution, economy and community development, social affairs and social welfare, and of course, the one window service office.
Okay, the legal affairs one.
Yeah.
You mentioned dispute resolution. What's surprising about that?
Well, what's often surprising is its role in providing legal advice to citizens and mediating disputes outside the formal court system.
Ah, so like neighborly disagreements.
Exactly. Imagine a common issue, maybe a fence line disagreement or a noise complaint. Instead of heading straight to court, which can be, costly and time-consuming,
Right.
this office offers a local, accessible way to try and sort it out first. That can make a huge difference in people's everyday lives.
Yeah, I can see that. A localized problem solver. What about the one window service?
That one's crucial for streamlining how you, the citizen, interact with the administration. It's designed to be the single point of contact for services, handing in applications, paying fees, getting information. No more running around to different offices, hopefully.
That makes sense. Now, while there's this common blueprint, does the manual allow for flexibility, specialization? Do we see variations based on where an administration is or its specific needs?
Oh, absolutely. There are some really interesting adaptations that show it's not rigid. They reflect regional priorities.
Like what?
Well, for instance, in Battambang City, and also the districts within Battambang Province, their administrations actually include extra units, public primary education institutions and public secondary education institutions.
Really? So local government running schools?
It suggests some more direct local control over parts of the education sector, yes, which is quite a departure from just national oversight. It's pretty significant.
Interesting. And for districts, specifically rural areas, is there a unique office that stands out, reflecting their different needs compared to a city?
Yes, definitely. District administrations specifically have an office for agriculture, natural resources, and environment.
Ah, that makes sense for rural areas.
Exactly. It reflects the different economic base, the different environmental concerns. This office handles, well, everything from farming and forestry to fisheries, water resources, managing natural protected areas, even waste and sewage in a rural context. It really highlights a tailored approach.
So it's definitely not one size fits all. It's more like a flexible framework you can adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've seen the structure. Now let's get into the operational heart. How they manage information, official communication. The manual calls this administrative work or arrangements. What does that actually mean in practice?
Right. At its core, administrative work is all about meticulously managing the entire life of a document, from the moment it's thought of, drafted, right through to when it's sent out.
The whole life cycle.
The whole thing. It's defined as basically organizing and managing the flow of all incoming and outgoing documents. Orderly, accurate, swift, that's the goal.
And why? What's the point of all that management?
Efficient tracking, knowing the time, the number, where it came from, where it's going for every single piece of paper. Accountability, really.
And who handles this?
Mostly, it falls under the Administration and Finance Office. Unless it's a specific public service document, then the one window service might handle its part of the journey.
Okay, now the manual seemed to put a huge emphasis on registers, incoming, outgoing, dispatch registers. Why are these specific books or logs so critical?
Ah, the registers. They are truly the backbone of accountability and transparency in this system. They record every single document that moves.
Every single one.
Everyone. The incoming document register, for example, logs everything received. Often categorized, is it just administrative or is it a legal document like a law or regulation? And they have strict rules. Like they have to start fresh every year. Number 1 on January 1st, then sequential numbering all year long, no gaps.
Creates a clear trail, I guess.
Yeah. An undeniable audit trail. The outgoing document register does the same for everything sent out. And the document dispatch register tracks how it was sent. Crucially, if it's hand-delivered, the recipient must sign proof of delivery.
Wow, meticulous.
It is, but it's essential for efficiency, finding things quickly, and creating that clear chain of custody for every official communication.
Okay, let's walk through it. An official document. How does an idea, say, in one department, turn into a formal, stamped, Official paper.
Right. It starts naturally with drafting.
Okay.
Each office or unit drafts its own documents. They have to make sure the content is clear, complete, follows the right format, and the manual stresses before you even start writing.
Yes.
Staff need to really understand the need for the document, who it's for, the purpose, the key message. It's not just typing.
Strategic communication again.
Exactly. And if they're stuck, they're encouraged to talk to the director of administration.
Okay, so the draft is written. Then what? It doesn't just go out, right?
Oh, no. It goes through a really rigorous review. The director of administration is the key gatekeeper here.
What's their role?
They're responsible for checking absolutely everything. Format, content accuracy, is it legal, any spelling mistakes, the overall order, before it goes up the chain to higher leadership for the final look and the actual decision or signature.
Multiple eyes making sure it's right.
Precisely.
And then we get to initials and signatures. The manual distinguishes between them. What's the difference and why are both needed?
Good question. Initialing is basically a recognized short signature. Think of it as a check mark of review.
Okay.
Authorized people initial to show they've reviewed and they agree with the content. It's a key part of that internal approval chain, that paper trail for accountability.
Where do they initial?
The person from the office that wrote it initials at the end of each page. Others, like managers reviewing it, initial next to their title on the document, usually following the hierarchy. And the director of administration must initial everything unless they're the final signer.
Right. And sign.
Signing is the final official mark. It means approval, decision, authorization. The person signing puts their full signature below their title, neatly within the lines.
And these are kept.
Both initials and signatures are officially kept on file. It's all about ensuring proper authorization and having that clear record of who is responsible for what.
The level of precision here, down to where you put your initials,
Yeah.
it's really something. And then there are the seals. The manual details 8 types. That sounds like more than just, a fancy stamp.
Oh, much more. Seals are absolutely vital for authenticity, for security, and just for clear communication within the system. They tell you a lot at a glance.
Okay, so what are some of these 8 types?
Well, you've got the main one, the administrative seal. That's the big round one. It's the official identity of the city or district administration, country name, admin name, a symbol in the middle.
And the main stamp. Got it.
Then there's the signatory's name seal, usually rectangular, just has the person's name who signed it. The incoming document seal is crucial for tracking. Also rectangular. It gets stamped on received documents and has spaces for the log number, the date it arrived, its status, helps track how long things take.
Right, processing time.
Exactly. Then you have urgency seals, also rectangular stamps, things like urgent, very urgent, confidential.
What's the difference between urgent and very urgent?
The manual defines urgent as needing quick action, very urgent for exceptionally fast action. Confidential means only specific authorized people can see it. There's even a secret seal mentioned for, even higher classification.
Wow. Any others?
Yes, a legalization seal. This is specific, rectangular again, used for certifying true copies of documents. Making official copies, it has space for details, and an authorized signature, maybe the deputy governor or the director of administration.
Okay, 8 types.
Yeah.
And how are they used? Is there a strict protocol, like with the initials?
Absolutely. Very strict protocols. First off, all seals are kept securely locked up in the administration and finance office. They are never allowed to be taken outside, period.
Security first.
Definitely. Now, when stamping, the main administrative round seal goes on the left side of the signature, and it has to overlap the signature by about 1/3.
Why overlap?
It's a security feature. Makes it easy for authorities to check it's real and prevents someone from just lifting a signature. But it must not cover the whole signature. That's also key.
Interesting detail.
And for documents with multiple pages, that round seal gets stamped on the bottom right corner of every single page. Again, prevents pages being swapped out.
Thorough. What about the other seals?
The signatory's name seal goes below the signature, off to the right, doesn't overlap anything. The incoming document seal gets stamped right away when a document comes in, top left of the first page. Then they fill in the log number, date, etc. And the urgency seals. They go right on the envelope or the document itself, big and clear, so everyone knows the priority or access level immediately.
This level of detail, it really underscores how seriously they take authenticity, security, clear communication. It's quite the system.
It has to be for official government work.
Okay, so this whole system sounds like a highly organized machine for managing things inside the administration. But like you said, no administration works in a vacuum.
Exactly.
For it to actually function effectively, these entities must be connected to others.
Yeah.
So how do these city and district administrations interact with other players? And ultimately, who are they accountable to?
That's a really crucial point. Effective governance, good public service, it all depends on strong working relationships. They need partners.
Why are those relationships so critical?
For everything, really.
Mm.
Seamless service delivery, coordinating local development projects, getting technical support, ensuring legal oversight, even just sharing ideas and experiences with other administrations.
So who are some of these key partners they need to engage with regularly?
Well, first, obviously, ministries and national institutions. That's where they get technical guidance, make sure they're aligned with national policy, and report back on how things are going, challenges they face.
Upwards connection.
Right. Then there's the provincial administrations. Even with decentralization giving local admins more autonomy, some things still need provincial oversight or accountability. Plus, provinces provide technical support, step in if needed, help build capacity.
Okay, and downwards.
Downwards, they work very closely with commune and Sankat administrations. Those are the sub-district units. The city district level oversees them, checks the legality of their decisions, gives support, monitors performance. But importantly, while respecting their own autonomy too. It's a balance.
And sideways.
Yeah.
With other cities or districts?
Yes, collaboration with other subnational administrations is important too, especially for issues that cross borders, like managing a shared resource or tackling a regional problem, sharing knowledge, setting up joint ways of working.
That covers the government network. But what about the most important connection, the people they serve? How does the manual talk about that link to citizens?
Ah, yes. This is perhaps the most vital connection, the one with the private sector and civil society.
How so?
The manual explicitly says administrations should encourage their participation in development plans, for example, fostering partnerships to make public services better or boost the local economy, even supporting NGOs or community groups in their own service delivery.
So it's not just government doing everything.
Not at all. It also encourages the private sector and civil society groups to bring citizens' needs and requests directly to the administration, to be a voice for the public. It ensures that public issues get raised, get put on the agenda for resolution. It's meant to be a very responsive, collaborative approach.
Hearing the public voice. Okay, with all these connections, all these responsibilities, what does it mean practically for accountability? Who answers to whom? How does the system ensure people are held responsible?
Accountability is really multi-layered. It's fundamental to the whole setup.
Layer one.
First, and arguably most importantly, city and district administrations are directly accountable to you, the citizen.
How does that work in practice?
It means they must have ways to provide information, get feedback, consult with the public. The whole point is that every decision, every action should ideally respond to citizen needs and operate with efficiency, transparency, inclusivity, social equity. That's the bedrock of public trust.
Okay, direct accountability to citizens. Layer two.
Second, they're accountable upwards to the royal government, the ministries, and related national institutions. They have to do their jobs within the authority they've been given, making sure everything aligns with national policies, laws, regulations.
And if they don't?
Any decision they make that doesn't align is considered invalid. Simple as that. It ensures consistency across the country, prevents local bodies going completely off script.
Makes sense. And the final layer.
Finally, there's internal accountability. Within the administration itself, there's a very clear chain of command.
For example,
The governor and the board of governors answer to the council. Various committees and the One Window service also report directly to the council. The director of administration, they answer to the council, the governor, and the board of governors.
a lot of reporting lines.
It continues down. Heads of individual offices report up to the director of administration, and ultimately, all staff are directly accountable to their immediate boss and indirectly right up to the top. It creates order, ensures everyone knows who they answer to. It's a comprehensive web of responsibility, really.
We've certainly taken a deep dive today into, well, the intricate machinery of Cambodian city and district administrations. From that foundational structure, those diverse offices, to the really meticulous flow of documents and these critical layers of accountability. It's clear they're designed, or at least intended, to be pretty dynamic and responsive to local needs.
And understanding this framework, even just the basics we've covered, really helps you appreciate the complexity, the dedication involved in delivering public services and trying to drive local development. It highlights all the different points of contact, the mechanisms that are supposed to be in place to ensure efficiency, transparency, responsiveness for you, the citizen.
Absolutely. And thinking about some of the specifics, like integrating primary and secondary education into local administration in Battambang, or that dedicated agriculture and environment office in the districts.
So,
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
how so?
Well, how might such a detailed, localized administrative model actually empower different communities to shape their own unique futures? Whether it's a bustling city or a more rural agricultural area. What opportunities does this level of local governance potentially unlock for civic engagement, for tailored development right there in your own community? Something to think about.